If you had one of those days where it seems like no matter what you did, everything was going wrong, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse, maybe even better or worse yet. Like maybe you were being tricked by other people, right? Maybe that other people were doing something to you to put you in this horrible position. Um, that's kind of what this story, The Ransom of Red Chief, is. It kind of hits on a little bit. So this is a story. These two petty criminals, Bill and Sam. They were small town people. They were weak. They didn't really, they weren't big time criminals at all. And they needed some money and they wanted to make 2,000 quick dollars. So what are they going to do? They decided to kidnap little Johnny. He was the 10-year-old son of a guy named Ebenezer Dorset, who was this really rich guy in this Alabama town. He was a pillar of the community. Everybody loved him. Everybody thought he was a wonderful person. And they were convinced that they were going to make this money very quickly. So they grab the boy. They take him to this cave, their kind of hideout, right? And the boy turns the table on him. They have no idea that this kid is an absolute holy terror. He is an absolutely awful kid. He's horrible. He's nasty. He's selfish and self-centered and ill-mannered, and just it's awful. Uh, he decides to call himself Red Chief in a fantasy game about cowboys and Indians, right? And he keeps playing this game, and he kind of takes on this persona. He keeps calling him that, and he demands they call him that. He drives these guys crazy, right? Um, they don't know how to handle him. They're worn out by him. The boy demands that he's entertaining, that they entertain him, and he just wears them down so much to the point these two guys are like, we're done. We don't want any more of this, and they send him home. He refuses to leave. He is so awful that he's doing this out of spite, basically. They don't know what to do, so they come up with a new plan, and they send a new note to the guy, and they say, okay, the demand now isn't 2,000, but it's 1,500. 1,500 will send him home. The dad knows. The dad knows what's going on because the dad is worn out with the kid too by now, right? So he returns the note and says, nah, but if you pay me $250, I'll take him back off your hands. And these guys, of course, they don't want to pay the money, obviously, but they feel like they have no other choice. And so the con artist, in the end, kind of get conned a little bit. And they pay the money and they trick the boy into returning home. That's kind of an overview of the story that kind of gives you a sense of what the story is about a little bit, right? That'll help kind of fill in the blanks for you. And again, remember, there is a link to the audio version at the top of the Actively Learn article, read by Morgan Freeman. So it's a really cool sounding read that might help you get through it too. So you can read it, you can listen to it, either one, or you can do both. I hope that helps you a little bit and gets you on the right path.